This doesn't take me very long. I'm not near anyway because I was adding airplanes. Okay, my D on alternate right now, I've got GIMP on. I know we're going to have a 15-second delay. Right now, I'm looking to see where you tell it to, I guess it's classified under layer brushes. So I will close it and I will open it back up. You go to Windows and you go down to, well, I just did it, now it's gone. Okay, Toolbox brings up this. And of course you're not seeing anything at the moment. I don't know why you're not seeing.
Yeah, your stream's offline.
Yeah. Stop streaming. I'm on my alternate one, but I'm not. My display number 2, capture number 2 is blank. That's weird. Because there is X-plane. There's that. There's that. Well, why is?
It's saying live stream offline for on Dionsol Dawn.
What do you mean? Okay, I am streaming. Am I streaming? Okay, I'll go to YouTube. Which YouTube am I streaming on here? I got so many damn YouTubes and everything
okay,
else.
I'm showing you inside the aircraft.
Okay, so you are seeing, all right. And let's just create a stream now. I'm already creating. If you're able to see me right now, then I don't have to worry about that. But I don't understand why scene number 2, I'm not showing, it's not showing, yeah, see, that's what you should be seeing right now.
Yeah, you're
you
in
just
the
gotta
airplane, but I'm not seeing the wire frame from GIMP.
Okay, if I switch to that one, okay, what? Oh, wait a minute. I'm not on my main stream. I'm on my secondary. You go to secondary.
And now I'm looking at.
Go to secondary here.
Wow, looks like a room of mirrors.
Yes, you would be a room of mirrors. That's correct. But you're seeing the right thing there. Because if I go to scene 2, now you got a black screen. Of course, you got a 15-second delay. And then if I go to number 1, then you see. So I'll just do everything from the house of mirrors. So I'll move the house of mirrors out of the way, and then I'll move GIMP over there, and then I'll minimize my Discord. Anyway, you see all these little. Right now, you should see a bunch of GIMP windows right now. Well, when it loads in, and then there's the toolbox. See, there's a navigation window. So I'm going to close all these on purpose. And then I should only have one window open, and that's GIMP with nothing loaded into it. So now I'm going to...
See, I don't have any of that. All I end up with when
right.
I click on that is
okay, now,
wireframe picture.
Right, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here to File. Okay, I'm going to go to File. I'm going to migrate over. Of course, like I say again, we got delays. And over to where my stuff is. Go to the Beta 7. Go to, well, in your case, we'll go to Documents. We'll go to the Paint Kit. And then you have 2 files. And one is the fuselage and one is the wing texture. So we'll click on the fuselage first. And we open that. And now you get the fuselage. You see all these wireframes. It's like, oh, what's this crap? Then what you do is you go over here to either Tools, okay, go to Tools, and then you go to New Toolbox. Okay, now a new toolbox comes up, and you got this thing. and then you can expand it out, and now you got your toolbox with all your things, like your, if you want to add text, blah blah blah. You can double click on this, and then it brings up,
then I know how to use.
And then it brings up your, I already got my predefined stuff right here. So now we got these two toolboxes actions going on here. Now you can go over here to view. I just migrate over here to view. Then you hit navigation window, and then now you got a navigation window. I usually have it on another screen, but I'm just giving you this as a because you can see everything in one screen. That way, when you zoom in, you can zoom in, and then you can just move this around so you can get to a particular part of where you want to go. Now that still doesn't solve your layer problem, and that's the next problem. Why don't you have any layers? So we got to figure out layers. Layer image size, image layer, new layer. There's a layer. I don't remember how to do it. Give me a minute, I'll figure it out. If I go new layer and hit OK, fine, new layer. Okay, that didn't change anything. That didn't bring up the layer bar. There is a layer window, and I'm trying to remember how the hell to get the layer window back.
Where you can look at individual layers?
Yeah, you can look at individual layers, and you can bounce between them. So I'll get it here in a second. I just got to figure out how the hell to get it back. Paint tools. Transforming tools. That's just the same thing as the other. Paths. Because normally you would think you'd have, okay, well, let's have it layers, you know, under the layers section. Okay. Now you're making me look bad, Mr. Layers. Select. View, show grid. That's showing the grid. We don't want to do that. I screwed that up. Get rid of that. Now I broke my install. Now I got to fix it. That's okay. Image. Duplicate layer. Image delete layer. Transform layers. Auto crop layer. No. Color. Give me a minute and I will figure it out one way or another. There's a toolbox. See, before you'd actually have the layers, you know, you have different tabs in the toolbox. Why do I got two toolboxes here? I got a toolbox there. Got a toolbox here. That's strange. Layers, right there. Okay, so it's dockable dialogues. There it is. Okay. Now I got it. And then there's our layers. Now I'm going to move all these other windows out of the way for the moment.
So then you can look at each individual layer.
Right, and see right now if I go up here and I click on the UV mask, now I'm gonna back this up here. I'm gonna get this where everything is a little bit better. Oops, I just messed that up. So now I just drew on it on accident. So now I got to undo airbrush. Now if I click, now you can see the little, where I was talking about, the little eyeball. See, now that gets rid of the labels. So I get rid of the labels and I get rid of the UV mask. Now, now when you go to paint, now you can see, that's why you have the UV mask there. It's so you know where the boundaries are of the airplane. You paint within these boundaries, and then when you go to actually do your final cut, you turn off that, and then you do the export with this, like this, where it's just, and I'm using the mouse wheel to go up and down. And that's where you export. So in effect, you get a plain white wrapper off of this. And then you can turn this on and off. I mean, you can do all kinds of things. Like, here's an example of what he did. there's the wireframes all with the labels, and then you can see kind of discolored it a little bit, but that's okay. And then you just turn it off, and that's how the other one, or the alternate one is.
Yeah, yeah.
And can you get somebody Crunchy Peanut? What? Oh, that's my wife. That's my wife asking, "Do you guys need anything?" Okay, I get it. I get it.
All right. Well, let me see what I can do then. Thank you.
You bet. So now you've at least got heading down the right direction. And I see John just said something right there, but I can't see what it says. But anyway, so you got the idea of how this works. See, normally down here, where it's down here in the bottom, it says color layer. That is where you would start your painting. So what I do is I go right around this area and I right click and I add new layer, and then just tell it, like if I had add new layer, then it says layer, it says 24 by 48, then I hit there, and then now it is automatically labeled as layer 1, number 1. You can actually go just double click on it and change it and name it whatever you want, and then you can go and just start painting on the top of this, because you're in that layer now, whatever this is, and rock on. And then if you don't like what you just did, I always go to edit, and I always do undo whatever I did, because a lot of times I run into problems where I screw up, and so I'll just hit the undo, and that undo thing really comes really handy, or Control Z. But and then you can always redo. Right below is redo, and I use a crap load of that all the time. So anyway, so that's how you turn these layers I was telling you about, with the eyeball, turning the layers on and off.
Okay.
So that'll get you in the right direction, and you can just play around with it. And I'm going to discard my changes and close this out. And because I still don't know why my other scene over here is all black, where right now I just changed it over to scene 2, which should be displaying my other monitor, and I don't know why it's acting up. Oh well. Well, anyway, you got the idea. I think you got the idea of what I was trying to do. Display capture, yes, and we are doing 1920 by 1080, and it's not working. Huh. Great. Why aren't you not working? You bastard. Why aren't you not working? OBS giving me fits, but I need OBS because I like to be able to transition between monitors and stuff. So I don't know why it's not working. But anyway, so I'm gonna go back to my flight, so I'm not gonna worry about it at this point. I'm gonna restart the stream anyway, or not restart the stream. I'm just going to exit, because my wife's gonna be home in a minute and I can't stream anyway, because I don't want her drama.